Busters, we've got an audience behind us, and they're at home ready to play, so let's see how you do. Players, good luck. The Quick 10 begins with question 1. According to legend, who rode through the streets of Coventry naked? Well, we're off to a bad start there. Lady Godiva is the answer to that one. Question 2. What grinning feline did Alice meet? Kearsley, Jolie.
The Cheshire Cat.
The Cheshire Cat. Did Alice meet in Wonderland was the rest of that. Question 3. If it's noon in Los Angeles, what time is it in East Lansing? Kearsley, Chris.
3 o'clock.
More, please.
3 o'clock p.m.
That's what I wanted to hear. Of course it was p.m., but I got to make sure you got it right for me. Question 4. What simple instrument is used in geometry to measure angles? No, Owosso, Noah.
Protractor.
Protractor is right. Owosso's on the board. Question 5. According to a proverb that appears in Don Quixote, what is the best policy? Kearsley, Connor.
Honesty.
Honesty is the best policy. That's right. Question 6. Give me the maiden name of the English poet who was married to Robert Browning. She was Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Barrett is the answer that I needed there. Question 7. What 5-letter animal name typically identifies the basketball game in which participants try to duplicate Owosso, Noah?
Horse.
Horse. You play horse to duplicate one another's shots. Question 8. What is the nonsense title of the nursery rhyme in which the cow jumped over the moon? Owosso, Noah.
Cat and Fiddle.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. We'll clear that. Kearsley, Jolie.
Hey Diddle Diddle.
Hey Diddle Diddle is the nonsense title. That's right. Question 9. Rui Lopez, Sicilian Defense, and Queen's Gambit are all considered major openings in what game? Owosso, Jake.
Chess.
Chess is right. That's right. Question 10. Who wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow? Oh, and that got by us. Washington Irving wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I was surprised by that. Still, 7 right answers on the board. Split pretty evenly. Going to be a good game. It's QuizBusters.
WKAR presents QuizBusters. Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. And by viewers like you. Now, here's the host of QuizBusters, Matt Ottinger.
Thank you so much. Welcome to QuizBusters. Glad to have you aboard. 29th season action just getting underway, but only got a couple of games under our belts. This is, in fact, the second Green Division game of the season so far. And so far, very well done. More answers correct in the Quick 10 than we've had yet this season. As split evenly as you can split 7 correct answers, Kearsley with the 1-question lead. We'll meet the players at halftime. Right now, they're here to play. You're watching, so you can play along at home. So let's do that. Toss-up question now leads to a bonus question for one of our teams. Got to get through with the toss-up, though, players. Here we go. Good luck. Canyonlands in its southeast, Arches near the town of Moab, Capitol Reef near Lake Powell, Bryce Canyon, and Zion are all national parks in what? Kearsley, Connor.
Utah?
In Utah. What western state? And I was going to give you the bordering states. Connor didn't need that. Kearsley, bonus to you. Chris, you'll give me answers when you talk to your teammates now. I'm going to ask you a current events category here. Identify the current holders of these positions in the U.S. Congress. First, this Wisconsin congressman is the current Speaker of the House.
Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan is correct. Next, this Kentucky senator is the majority leader in that body.
Mitch McConnell. Yeah. Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell is right for 20. This Utah, we had Utah earlier, this Utah senator is the current president pro tempore of that body.
I don't know. No answer.
No answer. Orrin Hatch, longtime Utah senator. Orrin Hatch, the answer there. 20 on your bonus, though. Good lead early on. New toss-up, everybody. Physics students often measure the upward terminal speed of these objects when an electric field is on and downward when it is off. The ratio of those speeds lets one deduce the charge-to-mass ratio of the electron. Name these bits of petroleum used by Robert Millikan. Robert Millikan is famous for his oil drop experiment. Oil drop is what I wanted there. No points on that one. New toss-up players. Pro golfers are now forbidden from using this object in any anchored stroke that keeps the handle of this club against the player's body. Name this specific golf club, typically the only one used on a miniature golf course. That Kearsley, Chris.
Putter.
The putter, yes. Miniature golf, everybody had it. Chris was a little faster. Kearsley, back to you for the bonus. Answer these questions about the Elgin marbles, L-E-L-G-I-N, the Elgin marbles. First, though the Elgin marbles were created in Greece, they have been on display since the early 1800s in what London institution?
What's London? I don't know. Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace?
Not Buckingham Palace, no. It'll make more sense when you hear it. The British Museum. British Museum is what I wanted. Tough one that time, no points on the bonus. But you've got a 50-point lead. We got a lot more than that in the first pop quiz, though. One-on-one action now, 120 points on the line. Only going to give you 2 letters. Let's see how you do with them, players. Everything will begin with L-U in the first half. L-U begins all correct responses. Be thinking at home. Let's see what happens here. Daniel from Owosso, Cameron from Kearsley, our first 2 players. Daniel and Cameron, here come your questions. A person whose job it is to cut down trees. And Daniel.
Lumberjack.
Lumberjack is right. Prepare the word wood for construction. Next. Gruesome, horrid, or revolting, especially when told, shown, or seen in vivid detail. That adjective is lurid, L-U-R-I-D. Finally, a small bus, truck, or other vehicle outfitted for selling or for serving light meals and snacks to the public. And that would be your lunch wagon there. Noah from Owosso now, Jolie from Kearsley. Absurd or ridiculous. Ludicrous. Ludicrous was the L-U word that I needed that time. Next. An autoimmune inflammatory disease occurring mainly among women, characterized by joint pain and kidney failure. Having a stretch here, we're having troubles getting through. Lupus is that disease, L-U-P-U-S. Final question for Noah and Jolie. The early Christian disciple and physician, believed to be the author of the 3rd gospel in the New Testament. Noah.
Luke.
Luke. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Jake now, Owosso, and Chris Kearsley, our captains. The character in the Disney musical Beauty and the Beast who was turned into a candlestick by the... Chris.
Luminaire.
Lumiere is the answer. We'll give you that. You're close enough on that. That's good for 10. Next. A town on the Nile River, which is home to the ruins of ancient Thebes. Or the massive Las Vegas Resort Hotel with an Egyptian theme. That's the Luxor. Luxor, L-U-X-O-R. Finally, a small sled, usually for one person. And in the Winter Olympics, you hear about the luge, L-U-G-E, the luge, yeah. Charles now, Owosso, Connor, Kearsley. To make something smooth or slippery by applying grease. Connor.
Lubricate.
To lubricate. That's right for 10. Next. A name sometimes given to the personification of Satan. Connor.
Lucifer.
Lucifer is the L-U. That's right. Finally. Any piece or mass of solid matter without regular shape or with no particular shape. Lump is what I wanted there. Tricky definition, really easy word. Lump is the word. So often it happens, you're really expecting something a little harder than that, and it slips past you. Well done, players. Everybody got some points on the board there. Kearsley still leads. New toss-up now gets back to the bonus. This is for all 8 of you. Everybody's in for this. The apex of the Washington Monument is made of this metal, also used for Napoleon III's most valuable set of plates. It's Owosso, Daniel.
Silver.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Kearsley, you cannot confer, but I'll continue for you. Its cost fell dramatically with the development of the electrolytic Hall-Héroult process for extracting it from bauxite? Name this element with symbol Al. Connor.
Aluminum.
Aluminum. Well, it goes all the way to the end. It becomes easy. Not a bad guess, Daniel, on that early clue there, especially with the reference for valuable. Kearsley, bonus to you. Answer these about the late, great golfer Arnold Palmer. We had a golf question earlier. Let's see how we do with this category. A drink named for Palmer combines lemonade and what non-alcoholic drink?
Iced tea. Iced tea. Iced tea?
Iced tea is right. Speak up for me, Chris. I need to hear these answers. In the 1960s, Arnold Palmer was considered one of golf's big three. One of the other two was what fellow American nicknamed the Golden Bear?
Jack Nicklaus, I guess. Jack Nicklaus?
Is right for 10 points. That's good. For 20, the other member of the big three was what South African golfer?
George Daly?
No, I'm sorry. That's not right. Gary Player is the South African golfer. That was going to be a much harder one for you, but you got Nicholas. That wasn't bad at all. 20 points on your bonus, up to 140, up to a new toss-up for all of our players. These are titles. Still Life Moving Fast, Lobster Telephone, Swans Reflecting Elephants, and The Burning Giraffe are just a few of the wild paintings created by what Spanish artist and major surrealist, who even included a melting clock? Owosso, Noah.
Salvador Dali.
Salvador Dali is the right one. I was going to get to the persistence of memory. And Owosso, bonus time for you. Now you put your heads together. Jake, you'll give me the answers. And just like they had a current events one before, now you've got one. Name these current Supreme Court justices. First, this man replaced William Rehnquist as Chief Justice in 2005.
Scalia. The Chief Justice would die.
And I need an answer.
Scalia.
Not Scalia. No, he was there. He's not there anymore. John Roberts is the current Chief Justice, has been for the last 12 years or so. Tough break on that one. You had one shot at the bonus, didn't get any points off of it. Kearsley's done pretty well with their bonuses. They lead now. But we've got two teams that know how to play this game, and we'll see what happens in the second half. Could have a good second half yet. Get a hold of a couple bonuses. It's a whole new ball game. Right now, though, we don't play. We're hands off the buzzers. Relax. We're going to meet the players individually, find out a little bit about each of them. Trojans from Owosso, we're going to go first. Daniel, you're in the hot seat. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody about yourself.
All right, I'm Daniel Clemenger. I'm from the class of 2018, and I'm also a varsity wrestler.
Okay, terrific, Daniel. And your teammates now. Noah's up next.
I'm Noah Jaffrey in class of 2020, and I'm on the varsity soccer team.
Okay, very good. Athletes as well as quiz bowlers. Jake is the captain.
Well, I'm Jake Bosco, and I'm a senior at Owosso High School, and I'd like to give a shout out to my friend Brendan Dooley, who couldn't make it today because he had work. All
right, well, very good. Glad you're playing then, Jake. And finally, let's meet Charles.
I'm Charles Delisle, class of 2018, and I'm in varsity quiz bowl.
Yes, you are. One of the reasons we're here now, isn't that right? Okay, thank you very much, Charles. In the audience, the alternate for Owosso is Tyler Hoig, and the advisor for the Trojans, Janelle Steele-Elkins. Yes. And now over here on my left, the Hornets of Kearsley. Let's meet them, starting with Cameron.
My name's Cameron Goes. I'm a sophomore, and I do robotics and marching band.
All right, very good, Cameron. Jolie is up next.
I'm Jolie Tim. I'm a sophomore, and I'm a member of student council.
All right, Jolie, thank you very much. Captain is Chris.
I'm Chris Moyer. I'm in 10th grade, and Jolie's mom stole my Burger King crown.
Thank you, Chris. And finally, on the end, we have Connor.
I'm Connor Yeargood. I'm a 10th grader, and I'm the editor, one of the editors of my school newspaper.
Very good, Connor. In the audience for Kearsley, alternates Grant Sterling and Kaylee Olmstead. The advisor for the Hornets is Chris Schmidt. I think you may have noticed some of the Kearsley team are sophomores, some of them are 10th graders. Second half, players, same as the first. We have pop quiz waiting for us halfway through. Good one, I think. I think we'll do well with this one. We got a lightning round at the end. Both teams are doing very, very well. I'm sure we're going to have some right answers ahead of us. Let's see if we get one right now. Toss-up question leads to a bonus. Here we go, players. As described in his 1839 Journal and Remarks, this man discovered 14 types of finches on a Pacific Owosso, Noah.
Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin is the right answer, long before I got to Beagle and on the origin of species. Owosso, back to you for the bonus. Give these terms from criminal law. First, the police need this from a judge before they can search your house.
Warrant. Search warrant.
So just simple as that. Warrant's all I needed. That's right. Next, evidence that is illegally obtained has this happen to it so that the jury never hears about it.
Oh, I can't remember. That might be good. Annulled.
I need an answer.
Annulled?
Not annulled. No, suppressed. Suppression is the term for that. 10 more points on the bonus, though. Takes you to 80. Takes us to a new toss-up, players. When the sun hits this object can begin to vaporize, which partly explains why, when it comes past Earth, it seems to contain a tail. Kearsley, Connor.
A comet?
A comet is what I wanted. I was halfway through the word tail. Connor had anticipated that, and that's absolutely right. Kearsley, bonus to you. Name these blue things from physics. It's a very specific category. Blue things from physics. First, astronomers observe this version of the Doppler effect in the spectrum of objects moving toward the Earth.
The blue Doppler.
Not the blue shift. Receding objects have a red shift. Objects moving toward Earth have a blue shift. Another tough bonus category, but still 10 for the toss-up. New toss-up players. This author, who told of a fascist takeover of the U.S. in the novel It Can't Happen Here, wrote the satirical Elmer Gantry and won a Pulitzer Prize for his tale of an idealistic doctor, Aerosmith. Name this Nobel Prize-winning American novelist of Babbitt and Main Street. You guys are going to hear this a lot in Quiz Bowl in the future, I promise you. Sinclair Lewis is that author's name. Pretty standard Quiz Bowl stuff. Nobody scored on that one. New toss-up players. This word could be a synonym for meaningless because it describes expressions that are accepted to have no mathematical meaning. Give this adjective describing situations like 0 to the 0th power. Owosso, Jake.
Undefined.
Undefined. And dividing by 0 was the other one I was going to give you. Owosso, bonus to you. Name these U.S. states from their colonial governors before the Revolutionary War. First, Yale University in this state has a Trumbull College named for its colonial governor, Jonathan Trumbull. I need an answer.
Virginia.
Not Virginia. No, Yale is located in Connecticut. Connecticut. Bonuses proving elusive for our players in the second half. That's kept the scores fairly suppressed. There are 120 points on the line, though, and only half of that is our distance right now separating our two teams in our second pop quiz. FOR begins all correct responses this time around, players. All the correct answers begin with FOR. We start with Daniel from Owosso and Cameron from Kearsley. In chemistry, a symbolic representation of the composition of a substance. That's its chemical formula, FOR, formula. Next, a continuous period of 2 weeks. Cameron.
Fortnight.
Fortnight is the word. Good job. I thought that'd be trickier. Finally, someone who supervises other workers. Daniel.
Foreman.
Foreman, or the leader and spokesperson of a jury I was going to give. Daniel got it off the first part. Noah now, Owosso, Jolie, Kearsley. Not belonging to the country or race in which one is... Noah.
Foreign.
Foreign, not belonging to the country where you're present. You are foreign. That's right for 10. Next. A common early computer programming language designed by IBM. Not very common anymore, I can tell you. Fortran is what that old computer language was. Finally, any place, institution, or meeting where questions of public concern can be discussed or debated. Noah.
A forum.
A forum, F-O-R-U-M. That's right. Noah got 2. 40-point game. Jake, Owosso now, Chris, Kearsley. The two-word name of the second largest city in Indiana. Fort Wayne, Indiana is the F-O-R. Next, a two-pronged surgical instrument for taking hold of delicate or minute things. The surgeon uses his forceps to pull little tiny things out. Finally, to predict something, such as the weather. On the, Chris?
Forecast.
Forecast is the right word on the basis of scientific observation and so forth. Charles now Owosso and Connor Kearsley finish things up for us. A participant in the 19th century California gold rush. Or, Connor.
A 49er.
A 49er, or a member of San Francisco's pro football team. Next, endurance, courage, Charles.
Fortitude.
Nicely done, yes, fortitude. Tough word there, well done. Finally, for Charles and Connor. The pioneer of standardization, mass production, and the assembly. Connor.
Ford.
Henry Ford, that's right, for 10 points. Well done, that was a good quiz. The next time we hear the fanfare, we're going to the lightning round. Right now, a good game is going to come down to the last few toss-ups and the last few bonuses and then that final 60 seconds. So everybody's back in for this toss-up question. He says that the opposite of an introduction is a contradiction. On a blustery day, his house blows down along with the tree it was in. Name this wise bird character who lives in a tree in the 100-acre wood in the... Also, Jake.
Owl?
The owl in the Winnie the Pooh stories I was going to get to, and that's right, Owosso. You could get really close here. Name these American space programs. First, this first American program to put humans in space was named for a planet. I need an answer, Jake.
Venus.
No, Mercury. The Mercury program was the first one to put Americans in space. No points on the bonus. 50-point game, new toss-up players. In Charles Gounod's opera, the nurse Gertrude is a mezzo-soprano. Hector Berlioz's symphony includes the Queen Mab Scherzo. Sergei Prokofiev's ballet includes a balcony scene. These musical works are all adaptations of what play? Owosso, Jake.
Romeo and Juliet.
Balcony scene. Romeo and Juliet is right. Owosso, back to you. Name the presidents who held these positions prior to being elected, before they were elected. First, he served as a lieutenant in the Navy, worked as a peanut farmer, and was governor of Georgia. I need an answer.
No answer.
No answer. Jimmy Carter, James Carter, governor of Georgia, way back in the 70s. Bonuses aren't happening, but you're getting closer on those toss-ups. New toss-up players. In biology, this verb can mean to maintain a system. Owosso, Daniel.
Homeostasis.
No, I'm sorry, not what I'm looking for. Kearsley, a break for you. You cannot confer, but you can listen to it. In biology, this verb can mean to maintain a system in a given condition so that something will grow. Give this 8-letter verb that can also mean to sit on eggs and keep them warm. Cameron.
Incubate.
To incubate. Keep them warm until they hatch. A break for Kearsley. Let's see what you can do with the bonus. Name these law enforcement occupations associated with corpses. Again, a very specific category. This is the official, usually at a county level, responsible for assigning a cause of death. He or she does not have need not have a medical degree.
Coroner.
Coroner is right. These are officers with similar duties to coroners, but who also must be qualified physicians. Al Robbins was one on CSI.
Medical examiner.
MEs, that's right. Finally for 20. Medical examiners are often this kind of physician that studies and diagnoses diseases through the direct examination of body parts.
Mortician?
Not what I was looking for there. Pathologist. Pathology there. 20 points on the bonus there. Extend your lead. It's not over yet, though. We've got 60 seconds of lightning round questions left and a lot more than 7 questions to get through in our final 60 seconds. Nothing but toss-up questions remain now for our players, and they know, and you probably know now after 29 years, that you'll score 10 points for a right answer in the lightning round. But in the lightning round, a wrong answer means we take 10 points away from your score and move right to the next question. Kearsley with the lead at 220, Owosso not out of it at 150. 60 seconds left on the lightning round clock, and the lightning round begins now. In the Avengers movies, what is the code name associated with the Archer? Chris?
Green Arrow. No.
Wrong. Clear that. Next question. What 2 states have the letter X in their names? Time. What is the capital of Virginia? Connor?
Roanoke.
Wrong. In what ocean are the Virgin Islands located? Noah?
The Pacific.
Wrong. Name both states which contain parts of Death Valley National Park. Connor?
Arizona and Nevada.
Wrong. What type of blood vessels carry blood away from the heart to the... Chris? Right. What was the nickname of Confederate General Thomas J. Jackson? Chris?
Stonewall Jackson.
Right. In the classic Walt Disney cartoons, what is the name of Donald Duck's girlfriend? Jolie?
Daisy.
Right. What state capital city is home to the only royal palace in the United States? Time is up, and that's our game. And Kearsley, you've held on to win. Congratulations. And the answer is obvious because it's a place where there was a royal palace. Honolulu. Honolulu, the answer. Hawkeye was the Archer. Richmond, Atlantic, California, and Nevada. We're short on time. Kearsley joins us back in the second half of the season. Thank you for watching. For all of us, enjoy.
Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. And by viewers like you. Book Scholarship Awards are provided by SBS, the student bookstore, located at 421 East Grand River Avenue in East Lansing. Be sure to like our Facebook page, and for more information about QuizBusters or any of WKAR's locally produced series or specials, visit our website, WKAR.org.